I asked Guzman a similar question, and he was describing kind of the dominance that he thought the team exhibited throughout the match. But how would you characterize how the team played today? Would you say that this was a dominant performance for Charlotte?
I believe that there were like different moments and phases during the game. They knew how to press, how to be compact, and they compete really well. Make our control and our game more difficult. But yeah, especially in the first half, we had a lot of control and chances, and even being more vertical than usual. But when you don't score, when you don't get these chances for you, then you have to suffer, because of course the opponent will take their chances also. But I mean, they have very good players, and Miami is growing a lot. Is competing much better than the last year, and I mean, we were able to stop a very good sequence that they were having, and it's not casualty. It's because they are doing the things really good.
Between Jordi and Andre on the goal there, I mean, were you surprised to see Andre come in and then almost immediately score that quickly?
I mean, finally, of course, when with the time they will know each other, no? And I mean, all the players, but it was something that we were working, especially this week, because we were going for a new system for 4-3-3. So we need to spend time in the patterns, and especially in the last third, how to penetrate. So it was something already, trained and practiced in the training sessions.
You touched on it a bit on Andre Shinyashiki. I just wanted your impressions of his game in particular.
I mean, he's a very generous guy in terms of effort, in terms of continuity and repetition and all this, And then he has the quality to control, to make good decisions, has good crossing ability, and as a center forward, as he is, he wants to live in the box, arrive to the box. I mean, he has this desire, this willingness to go. But yeah, I mean, I'm happy with him, and I'm happy for him today because I'm not saying suffering. He was not suffering, but he was disappointed, and he wanted something new in his career, and he chose Charlotte before other big and good options in the MLS. So I really appreciate this movement from him, and I'm happy, so yeah, hopefully it's just the beginning.
I mean, you added him and Kerwin Vargas this week. How happy are you with your attacking options going forward?
Finally, having more depth. When a game is like today, like we are not able to break this, having this depth, having these possibilities in every position, give us this chance, to change in one moment the game, to put we're suffering, we're in our own half, so we wanted to move the game forward and to get the spaces that they were conceding, above all in the defending transitions for them. So we knew that with Reina and with Andre, we could have this. Camille still is not ready 100%, but it was important for him to start, to get minutes, to get familiar with the competition, with the team. So even being not ready, he needed to get minutes.
That's now 4 straight home wins. How are the fans tonight, and how has Make America become a fortress for you guys?
Before the game at home, we have the confidence that there is no way to lose, because we will feel that we have more than 11 players on the pitch, and the engagement and the commitment of the fans with this club is outstanding. And I had the possibility now to go to them and speak with them like more one-to-one, you know, more personal. Because what I want for them to know is how we appreciate this atmosphere. And every coach that is coming to me is saying the same. It's like, what's going on here is simply amazing. I mean, the atmosphere that you got in this stadium is unbelievable. And yeah, I need them to know how important they are being for our performance at home.
Coach, been watching the process and the development of the offense. In Orlando, you created opportunities, but not so much chances. Today, there were a lot of chances, a lot of shots at goal and on goal and such, but still not scoring as many goals. Is it just a matter of the, players getting to know each other better and things like that? Do you believe that the goals will come with where the team is now?
Sometimes in this game there are a sequence, and this sequence can be sometimes negative, sometimes positive. It's not always like, with the time that we will be more solid and we will know each other better, we will score more goals and we will have more chances. It's not like that. I mean, we know the best teams in the world, how they miss chances and how they create opportunities and they don't score. And sometimes it's a matter of, as I said, post in or post out, or touching one foot and come inside, because this is a game. And for me, the most important is to create these opportunities, is to be in the opposite half, in the last third, with bodies, with players able to create the superiorities. Of course, later on is the quality, that one player has to have in the last third to be able to create something. Because when you arrive there, that's why the teams pay a lot for this kind of players, The forward players are the most expensive, because it's the most difficult in football. So I say to my players that when we arrive there, something needs to happen. Something. A shot, a pass, a corner, something, We need to arrive to the last third and something needs to happen, because we did all the job, to put you in a good position, in a good situation to create something.
Congratulations. Four straight home wins is pretty close to MLS expansion record. You guys are one away now. So were you surprised by the fact that Miami sat in such a low block? They had pressed quite a bit in the 3 of the 4 games that they had won coming in. Did that surprise you, and how much of your changes and being more vertical was to counteract that?
I mean, they haven't surprised me, because I know how they are growing, comparing with last season, and also within this season. They made some change in terms of players and also some tactical changes that I believe had helped them to compete better. And they have more clear what they want to do, and also they have, Campana is a top striker. Lassiter, substitute player, for me is so good, He's a starter in every single MLS team. They have a lot of quality, but we try to, in the halftime, we try to explain to my players what we needed to do to beat this structure, because they were super solid. But also, inside of this, they were having spaces and gaps that we could get, and hurt them more that we couldn't in the first half. But yeah, I mean, Reina and Andre help us more to explore these spaces that they were giving to us, and also they were exhausted after the game. I mean, they were super tired because when we start to play, it's so difficult to regain the ball from us. So you need to run a lot, run, and they were super exhausted.
So, your first two matches, you started 3 forwards, and now you decided to go back to that. What did you see from your team this week and in preparation for Miami to have you go back to 3 forwards?
As I said during the week, that now we have more flexibility, having more wingers to go for different formations. It doesn't mean that I will go from now on for a 4-3-3 because I don't believe in that. I always analyze the opponent. I see which formation, because for me the formations are always alive, always change during the game. Can be a 4-3-3, but in moments we're 3-4-3, and so when I analyze the opponent, I see how we can be more effective defending and attacking, and which formation can help us to be more effective. So we believe that against Miami, expecting a 4-1-4-1, that later on pressing they were more in a 4-4-2. So the behavior of Brand Monico needed to change in terms of his height to help us in the building up. But it's something that we decide when we analyze the opponent.
Coach, I wanted to, in only his third start, it seemed like Mackenzie Gaines had one of his better matches today. I was wondering why you felt the decision with him playing so well and getting a lot of chances to take him out with that triple switch in the 57th minute.
Defending, we needed something extra because they were hurting us in our right flank, in our right wing. So we needed more legs and also more control that I believe that Andre could give it to us because a different profile. Mackenzie is more to the space. Andre is not to go to the space. So they were giving us less space in the back of the defenders. So we needed a different profile of winger and also looking for something else different in the last third.
Thank you guys.
Thank you.